Hi, this is Hannah, and on behalf of the IMMUcan Consortium and the authors of the abstract, I'm happy to give you an introduction to the IMMUcan Consortium. Now, as you all know, a better understanding of the human tumor microenvironment is absolutely key to identify better biomarkers as well as develop new therapeutic options. And whereas there have been a number of efforts to better understand the human tumor microenvironment, such as the TCGA, many of these efforts had been limited to very few profiling methodologies. And on the other hand, studies that sought to analyze the tumor at great depth were often limited by patient and sample numbers. So to address these shortcomings, the IMMUcan Consortium has been formed. It's a public-private partnership funded by the European Union. And we have 5 indications of interest, and we want to profile up to 3,000 patient samples. And all tumor samples, so it's head and neck, lung, colorectal, breast, or renal cancer, will undergo the same profiling pipeline consisting of cellular analyses as well as tumor sequencing. The data will then be uploaded and integrated in the knowledge management system, which is our database. The tumor samples will be used in, as illustrated here. I just want to point out that we have arranged the sections that are dedicated to the cellular analyses in such a way that we can perform them on consecutive sections. So since the DNA and RNA analysis tend to be a bit more straightforward, I want to focus here more on the cellular analysis part. And we have 2 main techniques, so the multiplex IF as well as the imaging mass cytometer. Immuno-fluorescence allows us to image the entire section with 6 to 7 markers per panel, and we have up to 3 panels. On the other hand, the imaging mass cytometer is a more low throughput method, so we can only analyze selected areas, but we can do so with 40 markers in parallel. So the IF is more quantitative in nature, the IMC more qualitative, and we believe that combining these 2 methods is really the key to success. So one of the questions we are faced with is how to choose regions of interest for the IMC, as this will clearly have a bias in terms of data acquisition. And so the research teams from Zurich and Lausanne, and in collaboration with the SIB, have developed a new tool based on the data and the digital image analysis done on the immuno-fluorescence panel 1. We can, for the entire tumor area, determine the T cell, macrophage, B cell, neutrophil, and dendritic cell counts, as well as the tumor cell numbers. And now, in a web-based tool, researchers at the University of Zurich can now choose regions of interest defined by distinct cell counts for each of these populations. So in order to see how well this approach works, the team from Zurich has determined the number of CD3 counts on the consecutive sections and compared it with the numbers derived by multiplex IF. And as you can see, there is a high degree of correlation, suggesting a successful proof of concept. So to summarize, the IMMUcan Consortium has been launched in May 2019. We have the ambitious goal to analyze tumor samples from up to 3,000 patients from 5 indications. We want to analyze a tumor both at cellular and molecular level, and we will therefore generate genomic as well as spatial data on the tumor microenvironment. We perform both quantitative as well as qualitative cellular analyses, and we have established novel approaches that will enable the integration of both methods. If you're interested in collaborating with us or just want to have further information, please feel free to contact Marie Morfoes or myself. Thank you very much for your attention.